Welcome to Pi International Education and to one more SAT tip and trick for your exam. Now, in this video, we are going to take a look at a very important technique that you can use to help solve any question in the English portion of your SAT exam. So we know that in your SAT, the English portion consists of two sections, right? You have the evidence-based reading section and the writing and language section. And these consist of reading passages, which are followed by a set of questions. Now, for each one of these questions, we're going to understand how to approach it using a very important and useful technique. And we call this technique the RRP technique. So let's take a look at what that is. Now, in your SAT, we know that you have 4 different options for the answer, right? And you have to select only one option as the correct answer to the question. Now, when you read a question, the technique that you have to use is this. Firstly, make sure that you are reading the question very carefully. What this means is that when you read the question the first time, try to understand exactly what it is asking you to do, right? Is it asking you for an overall summary of the passage? Is it asking you to understand the meaning of a word? Is it asking you to look for specific evidence to support another question's answer? So you have to read the question very carefully. The second thing that you should do is rephrase. This stands for the second R in RRP. Rephrase the question in your own words. Now, why is this so important? In your SAT exam, the questions will be phrased in a way that makes it difficult for you to answer, right? And the examiners are doing this on purpose so that it's a bit more of a challenge. Now, when you read the question, when you rephrase it in your own words and make it simple, it'll be easier for you to understand exactly what the question is asking you for, and therefore to find the answer. So the moment that you read the question, and once you understand it, put it in your own words, make it simpler, remove all the complicated words that are in the question, and then try to figure out what the question is asking you to do. The third part of our technique is P, which stands for prediction. So lastly, you need to predict what the answer will be. Once you've read the question and rephrased it in your own words, you will have understood what the question is asking you for. Then you can go back to the passage to where the question is referring and try to find out what the answer could be, right? So once you've read the passage, you kind of already have a prediction of what the answer might be. Remember, this means you haven't even seen the answer options yet. And then once you've seen the passage and you then go to the answer options and then you select the answer option that matches your prediction of the answer. That means all you're doing is comparing which of the answer options actually matches the answer option that you felt would be right based on your reading of the passage. So I hope you've now understood how to use the RRP technique. You can use this technique for every one of the questions in your English portion of the SAT, and I hope it helps. Make sure that you use it the next time you do a practice test. I'll see you next time.